Hey guys, happy Friday. I hope your Friday is fantastic so far. Got a new lower risk platform I want to introduce you to today. But before I do that, I want to give you a chance to read this disclaimer. All right, guys, let's get to it and do it. The platform that I want to introduce you to is called Meme.Club, memeclub.io. And let me say this first, that I appreciate all my supporters. I don't call you fans. I really call you supporters because you guys support me so much, and I really, really appreciate that. I got to give a shout out to Stacy Simmons. She reached out to me and she asked a few questions and very, very professional, very, very polite way, challenged me on some things, and that's okay. I don't mind being challenged. It's okay. One of the things she did say is that she is so glad that I do offer some lower risk platforms, not just those high yield platforms, but some lower risk platforms that tend to last a long time, last longer. Let me say not a long time, last longer, right? And so while I say that, before I get into this, let me say I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Always, always, always do your own due diligence and only invest what you're willing and able to lose. And so she was thankful that, well, one of our lower risk platforms, I always say lower, I don't say low risk, because when you're dealing with crypto, nothing is low risk. This is all a very volatile area, right? But some platforms, from my view, I believe are lower risk than other platforms. And that's what I like. I like having that diversity. I like having some high yield platforms. I like having some lower risk platforms, because here's the deal, guys. Diversity doesn't just mean you're in a lot of different platforms. Diversity means you have a lot of different types of platforms, some real high, some lower, because you want to balance that out, right? So anyway, with that being said, let's talk about Meme.Club. Meme.Club is offering. It is a passive income crypto platform that's offering up to, and we'll look at the plans here. It's offering up to 1.5% per day. Now, one thing about this one is that it's still in pre-launch and it's been around 38 days. Now, I know some people are like, wait a minute, it's in pre-launch, but it's been around 38 days. Does anybody remember the beginning of Pegasus? Not what it's going through right now, not how it's kind of ending. Sometimes, sometimes the ending of a thing is not always the way you want to remember it. At the very beginning of Pegasus, they were in pre-launch for a pretty good while. And that was a time that a lot of people got in, at a lower price, right? And then once they launched, hey, they increased the price, blah, blah, blah. And, all this stuff happened. But it took a while, right? It wasn't overnight. But what my point of that is, that pre-launch allows a platform to work some things out, make sure that they're headed in the right direction. Then they launch. That's when the thing really takes off. So one of the things that I found out is the earlier you can get into a platform, the better. That's just always been kind of my rule. But you also don't want to get in so early, that's when that platform tends to kind of go away, right? It is that really that little middle section, that about 10 to 30 days section where you're like, I don't know. And some of them don't even last 10, right? This one's already lasted 38 days, guys. So anyway, let's look at the plans that it has. So the minimum amount to get started is only $100. If so, from $100 to $500, you're going to be making 0.75% per day. Buy a contract and get guaranteed 100% return. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So that's going to be 0.75% per day. At the 501 level to the 5,000 level, you're going to be at 1% daily. At the 5,001 level to the $50,000 level, you're going to be at 1.2% per day. And they have a fourth one at the called the VIP. That was the ultimate. That was the pro ultimate VIP, 1.5% daily. That's for 50,000 plus. So whatever else you have above that, that's what you have. Now, one thing it says, results can fluctuate as they depend on the futures trading results and robotized trading software. So it's sometimes I should say up to, that's kind of the up to part. So just kind of be aware that if you see it in the back, it's like, wait a minute, it's kind of look like it's going up or down. You know what I mean? Sometimes it goes both ways, right? Sometimes it does not always a bad thing. Sometimes it goes up. You might get more, you might get less. Just want to be very, very transparent and very clear about that. Just that's what you can expect. So anyway, so those are the plans. Now, you know what we like to do. And there's the calculator here. You can play around with the calculator. And here are the different type of coins that you can put into this one. Guys, there's so many moving parts to this. I'm going to be sharing a lot about this particular platform with you because I'm learning as I'm earning. I'm still learning about this platform as I'm earning. But at the very essence, at the very base level, if you don't want to get involved with anything else about the platform, which is okay, it's absolutely okay, just know that you can put your money here and you're going to get a certain rate until you reach 100%. So that's just that just is what you need to know, right? All right, so let's go here, and now let's go to the F, the A's, and the Q's. Let me see here. All right. All right, here are the F, the A's, and the Q's. We're not going to talk general question, change email. Can I change the response? You better not. But no, that's not the general question. What does Meme.Club Limited do? What do they do? It's a cryptocurrency trading platform that offers daily interest rates to their clients with 100% profit. 100% profit. Okay. Who can be anybody? I think anybody 18 years old or a business entity. When is support available? Now, this is important because a lot of people miss this and they get upset when, oh my gosh, nobody's answering my questions, blah, blah. So slow down. I always go through these things because I want you to have all the information. Tickets are Monday through Friday, so they're not handling tickets on the weekend. So just be available 24 hours. So that's going to be done. The phone, they got a phone. Okay. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. UK time. So you have to if you're in the US like I am, you have to do the math. Withdrawals are processed Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. UK time. So withdrawals are processed during that time. How to create an account? Just click the link in the comments of this video or in the description of the video. Super easy to create. Is my personal data safe? We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, of course it is. All your personal data safe. Transfer of information is encrypted, SSL, and third-party entities. Can I compound? Now, this is important, and this is very much like Pegasus. Can I compound? No, the compound option is not available. You will not be able to reinvest your earnings. Your only option is to withdraw. That's a good thing. That's a good thing because, as I always say, and that has nothing to do with Meme.Club, but any platform, the most dangerous place you can have your money is on the platform. You want to have that money in your wallet. And I'm not even talking about putting it on an exchange. Put it in your personal hot or cold wallet. That's the only money that you control. And I'm not trying to rub any salt in. Ask the people that have that let their money just build up and have their money on Pegasus. Can't get to it. They're looking at the money. They see the money. It's under their name, but they can't even access it. They can't get to it. So you know me. You know what I like to do. Every chance I get, I'm withdrawing. Because what does that do? That lowers your risk. That lowers your risk, right? And so, yes, so I actually like that. I'm actually glad that that's one of the features. Okay, so let's go to payment methods, okay? When does the company pay the contracted earnings? Every day at 11:55 p.m. UTC, so you'll have to do the math. So that's when you'll be able to see your earnings at that time. I love the specificity. I love how specific these things are because when things are vague, that a lot of times that's when confusion happens, right? What are the payment methods accepted for deposit? Bank transfer. Wow, you can use a bank transfer. Get out. Okay, well now that's different. Cryptocurrency options. Electronic perfect. So you can use perfect money. A bank transfer. Wow, guys, I hadn't seen that one before. Not at least not on these platforms, on these crypto platforms. Anyway, USDT, BP20, TRC20. Yes. ERC20, USDC, BUSD, BTC, Ethereum, Doge, Shiba, Floki, BNB, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin Cash, XRP, and Tron. So they have a lot of different options available. What is the minimum amount to withdraw from each currency. So this is always what we want to know, right? What is the minimum and how long will it take? That's what we want to know. So I'm not going to, I'm going to let you translate all of this. Here's what I like seeing: USD, TRC, 20, and perfect money, $1. I can just go on now. I don't even have to read anymore. I'll let y'all read that at your leisure. $1. I like, how long to receive? The withdrawal shall be done generally in less than 24 hours. Please note that withdrawal support team is not working on Sunday, so don't expect it on Sunday. Don't try to get a withdrawal. And I didn't get to jump into the chat or whatever. I didn't get a withdrawal. Where is it? Is it a rug? Are they going? No, it's not on Sundays. It's not on Sundays. You let the people rest. Your money's gonna be fine. Okay. All right, guys. So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the back office. So here is the back office, really nice, clean. As I said, guys, there's a lot of moving parts, but don't get overwhelmed. Just if all you want to do is deposit and get the money, we're gonna show you how. If you want to learn all the other tricks and dips and all the other like cool things, I'm gonna cover that too. Not today. Don't worry. That gives me more material for my other videos. We're gonna break it down because there's a lot of moving parts here that are good. It's not like it's complicated. There's just a lot of different things you can do. But if all you want to do is be a totally passive investor and just put your money and just let it sit, then you can do that too. So first thing you want to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. All right, let's go here. There was one thing I wanted to cover in the FAQs that is very, very important. So payment methods, technical questions. Can I change my sponsor? You better not. Can I change my email? Is multiple accounts allowed on the same IP? You're allowed to have one account only. Abusing the system will lead to a permanent suspension of all your accounts. So you only one. How to be sure my account will not be hacked? Please be sure to set up a Google Authent 2FA. Make sure it's set up. I haven't set up mine, so I'm just going to throw myself on the altar, but it will be set up. That's just so important for the platform, as my man BOJ says, for the platforms that allow you, set up the 2FA. Because, man, anyway, how does the e-wallet work? Okay, so after you make a deposit, the money will go to your corresponding e-wallet. You'll be able to purchase your contract from the e-wallet. You're going to see me do that, right? And that's the reason I didn't want to do it ahead of time, because a lot of platforms, platforms are different, right? And how you get something activated. So I want to show you how this works. Okay. And it says, okay, cash balance. How does the cash balance work? Cash balance represents all the interest and commissions that accumulate in your cash balance. Withdrawals are done from the cash balance only. So you have separate wallets. You have different areas. One, the e-wallet is where you make your deposit, you deposit into, you get the deposit, then you buy the contract, right? Then when you want to take out, you take out from the cash balance. Okay, now that that's being covered, let's go here. And now what you will see. So let's go here. And now I am going to, I wanted to show you, give me one moment here. Like I said, it's a lot going on. Okay, so here's my e-wallet. Here's the cash balance. So to see those two, what you want to do is make sure that your whatever you deposit, I already made my deposit. So let's say, for instance, I was going to do a deposit. So I would go here, and whatever processor I want to use, but the only one I ever use is TRC20, and I would continue here. I would click here, and now I would get this. I would get this deposit address. I can put any amount I want. You get the QR code if you want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So that's how you make the deposit. Now, once you make the deposit, you may be a little bit kind of shook because you're like, wait a minute, I made the deposit, but I don't see it. Where is it at? I don't know what's going on. They have all these pretty icons, but calm down, calm down. What you want to do is make sure you use this drop down, because your deposit is going to be whatever coin you deposited in. So if, of course, my coin is TRC20. So you don't see anything for BNB. So there's nothing in e-wallet, nothing in the balance. But if we go to TRC20, there it is in the e-wallet. So that's where you're going to see it at. So I just want to try to save a whole lot of questions that will be going into the chat, will be going into the queue, and oh my gosh, I can't find it. Where is it? Yeah. Just read and then watch the video, and then you'll be able to see some things. Okay. All right. So now I have 501 in my balance. Now I want to purchase the contract. So I got it in my e-wallet. Now I want to purchase the contract. So remember, I got the 50. So now here I go. Here we go. So at 501, and it may default to where, well, no, it doesn't. Okay, I guess you could probably have multiple contracts. So if that's what you want to do, you could have multiple at different levels. But anyway, so I like that it tells you here what the limits are. And so these limits are based upon, you know, the balance that you have or the balance that you want to spend. So I have 501 in there. I'm going to start here. And now we're going to do it the 501. And I'm going to purchase the contract. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. You have successfully purchased the contract. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. See, it looks like it's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot of things going on. But once you do it, it's just that easy and it's activated. It's done. And then I can go to my contracts. And I see I have one. There it is. There it is. So there's the one contract, 501, one contract. It is, guys. All right, guys. So that is Meme.Club. That is our newest, latest, greatest diversified platform that is lower risk. We're thinking along the lines of a Polyneuр. We're thinking along the lines of a Pegasus when it's running. We're thinking along those lines. And once again, as I said, there's no guarantee about any platform. But you want to have diversity. At least I want to. I want to make sure that I have diversification. I want to make sure I have some platforms that I get in, and that's a quick hit. I'm in and out, take my profit and go with it. And then other platforms where I deposit my profit, or I put my profit into these and move them forward. So, all right, guys. So as I said, brand new platform. You're going to be hearing a lot more from me about this particular platform. If you want to take part of this one, click the link in the comments of this video. If you want the comment section or the description of this video. With that being said, this is Sean, and I'll see you on the next video.